Hi, Omar. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Reem. How are you?
I'm great. We're here today introducing everyone to Coach Omar. He's a mindset coach with us in Mindset Arabia. So, Omar, if you'd like to start how you started, how your journey started.
Sure. I'm so happy to share with you my story of change today. My story began when I was living in London. I used to work in a company called Bloomberg, and at the time, despite being happy with the job, I used to envision myself being a businessman, being an entrepreneur, having more impact, more freedom, and that idea became an obsession for me. And then I did take the risk and I did move and leave my business, leave my career and start a group of companies with certain partners that I had. And in less than 6 years, we went from one business to more than six businesses across four countries, across multiple sectors. It was a story of a huge success because in a very short time, I achieved, I was young. Despite the young age, I was still in a leadership position. I was a leader. Every day I woke up, I was able to, lead and create every day. However, despite this success and what seemed on the outside as well, all of my friends saw me as a successful person at the time. Despite all this success, deep inside, I had a feeling of unhappiness, dissatisfaction, and all the kinds of alarms you can think of, they were, ringing in front of me. My health was declining, both physically and psychologically. My energy was suffering, and that decline continued day by day. I ignored it for a while until I could no longer ignore it. And I remember I really had to sit down with myself and say, okay, what's going on here? I have everything. Why do I feel this way? And when I asked myself these questions, I realized that I wasn't doing things the right way. I didn't have the proper mindset. I did have the money freedom, but I didn't have the time freedom.
So you
I had
didn't have the real freedom that you
no,
always.
exactly. I wanted freedom, but I didn't have all the freedom that I wanted. I had the money freedom, but not the time freedom. I had become a slave to the business, basically. I was working 10 hours a day to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, all these years. No wonder my health was suffering. Then I decided like something has to change, something big has to change because I can't. What's the purpose of money and life, work if I'm not happy and I'm not healthy and I'm not doing what I want to do? And I started to try to help myself. So I didn't know what to do at the time. I was like, okay, let me read books. Okay, someone else, somewhere in the world, have the answers. If I don't have the answers, someone else has them. I read a few books which really gave me a new set of information that allowed me to see things differently, but not much changed. And here I made a critical decision that changed the course of my life, which was to seek a mentor. And of course, I seek the best in the world because I knew I didn't have the time. I didn't want to waste time, right? Spend years reading books. I just wanted to change and change right now. And I was very lucky and fortunate to work with Bob Proctor. He was my first mentor. Bob Proctor, I always tell my wife, Bob Proctor woke me up. It's like I was in a deep sleep and he woke me up. Okay.
He did that to all of us.
Uh, and Bob, I remember one of the first things I heard him say that really touched my heart. And I knew I was with the right mentor the moment I heard him say this. He said, we are not made to work for money. Work is made for us. We should work for satisfaction, not money. And I was like, this is exactly what I'm missing. I'm working for money. I'm not working for satisfaction. And a few other things that I learned from Bob that really changed my life. I did I worked with him for a while. I did all his coaching programs, and Bob taught me a lot. Bob taught me how to see myself differently. Bob taught me how to see the world differently. Bob taught me how to think. I learned so much about the human mind. So many basic things that I thought I knew how to do, I realized I didn't know how to do. Let me give you an example. Making a decision. I thought I knew how to make decisions, right? But Bob very quickly taught us that you should not know the how. You should decide first. You don't need to know how to do it. You decide first. Another thing that really impacted my life greatly, it was how to direct your focus. He used to give the example, if your goal is to get out of debt, don't wake up every morning thinking about debt. Don't think of the problem, think of the solution. And I was like, oh my God, how much I've done that all my life. To solve the problem, we think of the problem, right? So this was a new way of thinking that reshaped me from the inside. And when it reshaped me from the inside, my outside world started looking different.
Because you applied his work, you changed your mindset, and you changed.
Yeah, I was picking up his mentality, how he saw the world. I started seeing it like him.
Yeah.
And Bob taught me that the main thing that Bob taught me was to remove all the limitations. You know, for example, oh, the economy is bad. You know, I cannot earn a lot of money. Or remove all the excuses as well. Oh, I have a lot of business that I don't have time to take care of myself.
The hated excuses.
Exactly. And Bob changed my mindset totally. And then I wanted to study further and work further because, look, I did learn great things that really changed how I see the world forever. Yet, I wasn't implementing the ideas fully. So Bob showed me all the work. I was implementing, let's say, most of it, but there was still something, there are some things I couldn't achieve very quickly because remember, I wanted to transform fast.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to study more with Bob and then realized the sad news that he's no longer alive and I could no longer study with him. And I researched and I saw that also during the time I worked with Bob, I always noticed there is one person that was always there that Bob trusted, that really carried all what Bob did forward and even did it better, if I could say that. And this was my second mentor, Arash Fasugi, and my current mentor. Working with Arash was a game changer for me. Arash showed me not only the ideas, but showed me how to implement them. And he showed me processes and systems, how to ensure that I'm always implementing and getting the results I wanted. And that really revolutionized my life. Everything changed quicker. Why? Because I was doing the work, right?
Yeah.
The time with Bob, I was learning, but I was not implementing as much as I was implementing with Arash.
Yeah.
And through my work with Arash, I was able to really learn a lot about myself and realize the truth about myself and what I wanted to do. And as a result, I made a big decision and I decided to move countries. I left all the businesses I was doing and managing. I moved to Dubai. And now I decided to be a coach. I decided to teach this. It became my passion. You see, Reem, this information really changed my life. And all the wrong ideas I had about life, which was, you know, just work hard, sacrifice yourself in the process, forget about your health, success needs hard work, you know, freedom seemed so distant away from me. All these ideas, once I changed, are now, everything changed for me. So this information really changed me. And now I'm living the life that I want, doing what I want. I have clients all over the world. I'm helping people the same way my mentors helped me. And seeing people change and grow in front of me every day, it has been a blessing.
That is so fulfilling. while you're talking, you're saying it, it's so fulfilling, especially that you have the time and money freedom that you've always wanted.
Exactly. So now all the things I didn't have, I have the time freedom, I have the money freedom, and I have the fulfillment, and I have the impact. And it's another thing that I lacked before. Before I was just, it was all business. I wasn't impacting people so deeply.
Yeah.
And mindset changed my life,
What a nice way of living.
Yeah, exactly. Now I live from the inside out more than the outside in. I'm focused more on me than on strategy, because I realized, the more I grow, the more things change for me. So this is why what we're doing together here in Mindset Arabia, we want to spread this idea that if you change, everything changes for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I really encourage everyone to seek a mentor, to make that critical decision that I've made. If I haven't made that decision, I would be right where I was right now. I don't know. I don't even want to think where I would be if I haven't made that decision.
Yeah. Having a mentor is crucial. Having a mentor and a coach is crucial for change. It's
Yes,
crucial.
it's a fast lane to freedom, to success, to fulfillment, to health. In my case, my health is better, my happiness, my psychological health as well. My family relationships are better. Imagine how much I used to work before leaving my family behind.
Yeah.
Now I'm happy. Yeah, and I'm so grateful for you as well, and the work we're doing together. We are impacting so many people, and we will impact millions of people's lives across the region.
We're doing work that's so fulfilling, so fulfilling. Well, it was great having you with us, Coach Omar, today, and inshallah to many more interviews, inshallah.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you.